Hello, everybody. Welcome and thank you so much for tuning in to Talk It Up Tuesday. I'm your girl, Marissa Danielle, and it brings me so much pleasure to be able to bring on today's guest. So, before we get into that, let me just let you know what Talk It Up Tuesday is all about. So, what I wanted to do is highlight some amazing entrepreneurs that's out there doing their thing. As a small business owner and an entrepreneur myself, I understand the importance of networking. It's like your bread and butter. It's your blood source. You have to network and connect with other individuals out there doing their thing so that together we can build our platforms. And so that's what Talk It Up Tuesday is about. Every week at 7 p.m., we'll bring on another exciting person, individual that's out there doing their thing. But tonight, we have Miss Kisha Simmons, Coach K Simmons, that's going to be on in, I think we can go ahead and bring her in the room right now. Hey, Coach K. How you doing, girl?
I'm good. How are you, Marissa?
I am great. It is so exciting to have you on today because Coach K is not just another entrepreneur, but she's actually somebody that I really look up to. And so to have you as my guest today, it is my ultimate pleasure. So having said that, Coach K, could you just do me a favor and tell us who is Keisha Simmons?
Girl, you tell me who she is. I don't know. No, just kidding. Kisha Simmons is a mommy. I am an entrepreneur. I am also in school now again. More about me. Let's see. I'm a person that loves to actually encourage and empower other people. That's
Yes,
my life work right there. So that's kind of me in a nutshell, because my whole life is all about being able to empower other people in whatever I
and
do.
you do it well. Yes, ma'am. And so I did introduce you as Coach K because that's
Yeah.
the side of Keisha. Tell us, who is Coach K?
So Coach K was actually created in 2015. It came
Hmm.
along with my nonprofit, Teen Kick, and the girls
Okay.
call me Coach K. And that's something that just kind of stuck. But over my life, I've been able to recognize how I've been a coach to most people, being able to encourage them to be their very best selves, no matter what it is that they're doing, and to kind of help them find out what their purpose is. So just like a coach would do in basketball, I coach you through your life. So that's where Coach K comes from.
Wow. Um, wow. On air. Coach K, you know, your life is a walking, living, breathing testimony.
Yeah.
Just the things that you have endured and the things that you show us that you in your I can't even say that yet because we didn't talk about that you're an author. So the things that you've written about, the things that you talk about in your meetings, when you have your meetings, the things you talk about when you go live, the things you post about, it's like your life is a living testimony of the importance of positive thinking, and it's not something that everyone does innately. Sometimes you need that coach, you need that person to kind of push you to that point of believing in yourself, and learning that everybody doesn't have the answer,
Right.
right? Sometimes you just need somebody to drop some breadcrumbs to get you to where you're trying to be, but you can do it. And Coach K, to me, is like Coach K is can spelled wrong, but that K stands for can because
Come
you
on.
can do it.
Oh, I love that. Listen,
And
Marissa.
look, that's the truth. I mean, I can spell things any way that I choose to spell it. That can be a K or a K. So that's what it is to me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that. That is
And
so
so
sweet.
you did talk a little bit about how you got to become Coach K. You also have a consulting and a coaching business. Okay, so you coach teens and women. How did that begin? How did you get into that type of business?
Well, actually, like the coaching business started many years prior to doing for teens. I would help women actually understand what their business is and how to get it started. So for
Okay.
those that had an idea but didn't know how to like get it started, I would help them with that. So I
Yes.
would coach entrepreneurs, and then it continued to grow. And as God shifted my focus onto different things, I was obedient in the call and being able to coach in other ways as well. So I'm a teen life coach and I coach their mothers also. So
Mm.
life coaching, being able to pour into young girls to get to know who they are in Christ and not the world, that is something that I'm really big about. And our
Yeah.
teens today struggle so much with identity. It was just necessary for me to actually be obedient to what God was calling me to do. And that's how that coaching business started. And consulting, I do consulting with schools, being able to go in and actually implement programs that would help with their mental health,
Okay.
our adolescents.
Wow. So when I just heard you talk about you coaching teens, and then you're now coaching the women too, their mothers. What comes to mind is that image. Well, I'm a Zeta, so I'm gonna use a Zeta picture. Is a little girl. Oh, Kamala Harris. She has
Hmm.
a picture of her, a little girl in the shadow, and then she, as an adult, is walking with her business suit on. So it's how the things that you see the adult women in your life, or the adult men, for the men, doing in your life, that's what the little kids are looking up to. So
Exactly.
you're coming full circle, and you are designing curriculum, and you are catering to both the young girls and the women. That to me is like phenomenal. Okay.
Thank you.
Because that brings us full circle. You cannot really train a child
Come on.
for the environment they go home to.
Come on. And that was,
Okay.
and I'm so happy you said that because that was one of the main reasons why I started offering parental coaching because
Hmm.
girls were getting coached. And then, can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. These girls were getting coached and then they were going into an environment that wasn't always great for them. So their parents need to be coached as well. And listen,
Right.
I'm going to step in wherever possible to be able to get back on the same page.
And that's right. That's really important. I mean, I'm a mother, and I have she's not a teenager anymore. Oh my God, my daughter's
Yeah,
grown.
you have a grown child.
I
Your
have a
daughter is
grown
grown.
daughter, but I have a granddaughter. I have two
Yes,
granddaughters, and I sit back, and and I get great pleasure being able to take my baby with me and let her see the things that I do. At the same token, I'm glad that I had a mother that I was able to look after and use as my role model, because she talked to us and she taught us, not just through her words, but through her actions. And a lot of the things of what you say, and a lot of things about coaching, is that you have to, when you're giving them this lip service, they got to be able to see that you mean what you're doing, you know, and you are very present and you're very available, so that you give them the opportunity to do such. And that to me is like, it's something I can't do, because I can talk to young girls kind of,
mm-hmm,
but I don't think I can relate to them well. That's a gift.
mm-hmm.
I'm saying
Thank you.
that's a gift. I may have a gift to talk to grown women, but I don't have the patience, or I don't think I don't have the right presence to talk to teen girls. So I just got to give you kudos, and say you're doing a phenomenal job with that, and it gives me pleasure to watch your platform expand, because that's what you're doing. Every
Yeah.
year you're growing, girl. Every
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
every year
Listen,
you're
I'm
growing.
just I'm allowing myself to be used in the areas that I know is my gifting. And
Yes,
there's nothing wrong with, like some people are really great with teens, some are not. If you are not, listen, bless your teen by allowing them to be with someone who is. Just saying. You know, it's
you
completely
don't have to be able to do it all, right?
but yeah, you can't do it all, and it's absolutely okay. I know my lane. I know that I have a strength and a passion to be able to connect with teen girls that some are not able to. So I'm going to use that gifting to help us all have a better future.
That's right. That's right. So you're an author as well. What are
Yes.
some of the books and things that you have written?
Okay, so first of all, you guys, please excuse the background. I am in my niece's bedroom because I am not home, but my sister did have some of my books here with her.
That's a
Um,
good sister.
so Yes, a couple of them. This is my actual first book back in 2014, Texas and the City. I wrote this book when I was living in New York, and I thought I was going to have a specific life in New York, and it turned out to be something completely opposite of that. And all about making sure that you turn lemons into lemonade. So I wrote a book. That was the first one. Some other ones I have with me. This is my baby's book now. He's 3 for his
Oh.
birthday.
Wait a minute. Go back. Your son?
Yes.
Your son is an author?
My son is an author. That's Creedy.
Yay! That is so special.
Yes.
Book, by the way, in its autographs.
Yes. And he signed it himself. I just helped out
Yes.
a little bit. And then this is with the shirt that I have on. I'm a co-author of Prayers for the Boss Babes. This is a phenomenal book for entrepreneur women who are looking to pray their way as they actually start their business and continue to grow their business. So this was a really great one. I was so happy to be honored to be a part of this project.
Yes,
Then
ma'am. And that's number one Amazon bestseller, right?
yes, it's a number one Amazon bestseller. That is absolutely correct.
Yay!
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
And I also have a teens devotional. It's for teen girls. It's called Know the Power of I Am. And it teaches them the power of their words. And it's a 30-day devotional to be able to give them a specific affirmation and understanding the scripture behind it and how to actually utilize that affirmation on a daily basis.
Excuse me. Now that one is something that they can benefit from, also mother-daughter.
Absolutely. Yes.
Because you're growing that you're strengthening yourself and your confidence together.
Right.
So the power of I am, I think that is something that's like really cool. How
Right.
did you like that?
So, that one, I have affirmation cards, and it's one of my number one sellers. It has been for the past few years. It's a deck of 40 affirmation cards. And typically, when I go and speak into schools, I use that deck to teach children how to use powerful affirmations, understanding that whatever you put behind the words I am, that's exactly what you are declaring to the world.
That's
So,
right.
so one of the things that I did was God had spoke to me and I was just obedient. I wrote that book, The Devotional for Teen Girls, in like 7 days and published it.
Wow.
Got it published. But I wrote that one. It was a continuation to the affirmation cards and diving a little bit deeper with being able to put the scripture to it. So it's just as if you would have a devotional for yourself, but it's an affirmation with the devotional and teaching them how to pray and then writing about it as well.
So you're not just building confidence, but you're helping to build their prayer life as well.
Right. Because the ultimate confidence starts in understanding who you are in Christ. And if you don't know who you are in Christ, boo-boo, you're not going to ever know who you are in the world. Just saying.
Just saying. You're so matter of fact about that. And that is a beautiful thing because your foundation is firm. And because your foundation is firm, you're able to impart into the lives of others and do that in a manner that they can receive it because they see that boldness in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to take advice from someone that is not certain about things,
Right.
Yeah, you might want to do this because it might help you, but you're like, no, look.
No, it is. So are you gonna do it or are you not? Which one?
Right. And I can attest that that's really your personality because when I was getting ready to write my book, I came to you for advice.
Right.
And how do I do? And does this sound right? And could you give me some direction on blah, 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 blah? You was like, okay, look. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to hold off until you was like, girl, the book is done. Just get it out. Just stop all that. Just get it out.
Yeah.
Right. Who is supposed to be for, they're going to pick it up. If it's not for them, they won't pick it up. Don't worry about it,
Right.
And that confidence that you have, it is very infectious, and I love that. So I did hear you say that you wrote it and you published it in 7 days. So do you ever teach people how to publish their own self-written books?
Yes, I do. I actually have a virtual course that you can take online. You can do it at your own pace. You don't have to actually, have someone to go along with you, but you can do it at your own pace. I actually taught this before as a continuing education course and for entrepreneurs that were interested in wanting to know how to publish their own book. So it's a 6-week course. It has a video, per each lesson. It walks you through how to do the creative writing process, to choosing the right distributor, understanding the importance of pricing your book correctly, because you could have great content, but if it's not priced correctly, listen, it's not going to sell. How to use Amazon, in order to publish your book there, and how to do it outside of Amazon as well is what the course is all about. And you can actually go ahead and sign up for the virtual course online on my website.
And so I do have your website on our header here, www.imcoachk.com. So then, and Miss Simmons, Shatero, she went ahead and put that up there too. So she put the link up. Look at that, girl. See, that's what you do for me. And you got somebody to do that for you.
God's good. Listen.
Support.
He'll return it back to you always.
It always comes back. Let me tell you, honey, support is like having a good bra. Okay.
Yes.
To hold them girls up.
And look, when it ain't a good one, we all know
you need, right?
Right.
I just said that.
I love it though. That's a good analogy. I'm gonna use that one.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I am so glad that we had an opportunity to talk about that, because you were a great service for me. And I would love to have individuals to go, if they're thinking about publishing, to go through your virtual course, because you have a lot of knowledge, you have a lot of know-how, and it pans out. It's not one of those hit or miss advices that you have. It pans out. But you taught a continuing education course, so you teach as well?
Yes. Yes, I've taught it.
Are you Jamaican by any chance?
What? Say it again.
Are you Jamaican by any chance?
Nah, not that I know of.
You're the cook, the cleaner, the butler, the maid, the disciplinarian, the nanny, the gardener.
I believe in using your talents. You never know. And most people be like, well, how did you get into it? Just offer my services. Like, it's really that simple. Either they want it or they don't. Like, it doesn't stop the world. But, just being able to utilize your services and your gifts. And I think that that's one of the things that I've struggled in the past with, when God told me to move and I didn't move. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it later, because right now I'm focused on this. And then he decided to let me know, you don't want to do it how I say, so let's see what's going to happen with this, So being obedient, just being obedient to call and being able to step in and work wherever necessary. We will figure it out. Look, we graduated from the Make Do University.
Yes.
We learn how to do something, and then we're going to master it. Look, my
that's
sister,
right.
It's in our DNA.
Yes. You said Indian in our blood. It's in our DNA. You got that right. Oh no! Like, what did Tyler Perry say in his movie? It's in your Dana.
It's in your Dana. It is. It's in my Dana for real. And my sister.
Right.
It is.
Right. And so, if you were to sit back and think about the people that's influenced you the most, that's giving you the most inspiration, who would you call out to be your role models? Who are they?
The number one role model for me is my grandmother. My grandmother, she passed away in 2017. But she was the epitome of strength. The reason why we are like graduates from the Make Do University, because that's what she exemplified for us. She showed us how to continue on in spite of. My grandmother never considered herself to be handicapped, although she had one arm since she was 14 years old. And she amazed me at the things that she could do with one arm that I could barely do with two. So
women
is my role model. Always has been, always will be.
That's beautiful. Now I'm thinking you're gonna say Oprah or
listen, Oprah nice and all,
somebody.
but she ain't got nothing with my grandma. I'm just saying.
Say that. May have a nice pocketbook, but that's about it. I like that. I like that. Well, what are some of the things that you would say is most valuable to you when it comes to your consulting business or your coaching business? What would you say the greatest joy is about that?
The greatest joy is being able to help others understand who they are and what God has called them to be. That's where I find joy. I find joy in being able to plant the seed and then seeing it grow and blossom.
Yes.
I'm not one of those that look for overnight successes. Um, you know, because typically when you come from the microwave generation, it just ain't gonna stay. So, so
Yeah.
I love being able to plant the seed, and I have heard for multiple years, and that's what I get joy in from people that I've met many years ago that reminded me of something that I said to them, and
Mhm.
I'm able to see it manifest in their life today. That brings me
Yes.
joy. Ultimate
Yes.
joy. Ultimate joy is being able to see you be your very best self.
Yes. And and I tell people a lot of times when like some of the things I do, yeah, I have my nonprofit organization. And so people are like, you should patent that or you should do this, you should do that because you can make more money. And it's like I would like to make money. I would like to be able to retire and run my organization full time. But the fact that at this small level, I'm able to see, to touch, to pray, and just be with the individuals that we're giving money to, that is what's exciting to me. The more you grow, the larger you become, you can reach a larger group of people. I get that. But you're not as available as you would be, like where we are right now. And
Yeah,
so
I gotta come in my coaching moment for a second because if I don't say it, I'm a feel like I'm mad at
yes,
myself.
Coach K, go
So
ahead.
let me go ahead and give you something real quick. I love that you said like at a small level you're able to touch more people, right?
Mhm,
Being able to be available for them, and as you grow, you may not be as available. Those
mhm,
are absolutely true statements.
mhm.
But if God calls you to grow, you have to grow. And the thing is, He has created enough space for us to touch a multitude of people and still feel like we're touching them individually at one time. I know that from what I have lived through. So
I
it's
stand
so
corrected.
important. It's so important to know that, in order to break through and being able to go where he has called you to, listen, I don't know where he called you, but wherever he called you to go, you have to be willing to take the limits off and just say, God, your will be done. And if his will is to keep you in that space, you will be. But if he chooses to bring you to Canada next year to be able to put on something, to grow, put away cancer,
Yes,
that's what he
yes.
chooses for you to do. You have to be willing and open enough to actually receive it. If you're talking about no, these limitations and small, like let's keep this small thing, then you're actually blocking the blessing that you don't even know that he's calling for you in the
Girl.
All right. Now let's keep going. Sorry, I'm taking over your show. Go ahead, girl. What you got to say?
Girl. If I had a Bible, go ahead, girl. That's right. And you know what? And that's the thing. We do limit ourselves and we do end up blocking our own blessings because of those limitations. So I got to pull that wool off my eyes and apologize. Lord, if that's what you want me to do, if that's where you want me to be, that's where I will go.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying where I am today. But,
there you go.
but,
I'm enjoying where I am today, but God, use me as you see fit.
that's right. As you see, there you go. Here I am, Lord. Use me. That's the right way. I apologize, Coach K.
There you go. Don't apologize to me. Talk to him about it.
Right. She says, I'm coaching moment. Hold on. Here we go. So what is some of
Oh,
the
yeah. Did
what
you
is
see
some of
me?
the
I
things you
started
got
itching.
going
I
on
was like,
right
hold on. I got to say something. Lord, help me, Jesus.
now? Because if you didn't say something, you would have dropped your crown.
Look, there you go.
So I appreciate that. And speaking of crowns, what are some of the things you got going on right now? Do you have any holiday promotions, any end of the year promotions, or are you starting something new? What's going on with Coach K?
Yes, there's a lot of new things coming and it's going to be great. So you don't want to miss out on it. I do have a private community called the Crown Up Community, and it's an opportunity for queens to come together and sharpen each other as we continue down this path called life. You will get to crown up in finances, crown up in being able to be more fitness ready, because we all got to be ready, physically, mentally, and
Yep.
spiritually. And in this community, I'm offering virtual classes where you will always have access to. It's a monthly membership. You pay as you go. You can do automated payments, but you can also cancel at any time. But trust me, once you in, you do not want to leave. And it'll be a lot of different surprises that will come along for them. So if you're interested in that, wanting to join the Crown Up community, boo-boo, go ahead to my website. IamCoach.com/community and get more information there.
IamCoachK.com/community. Can I
Yeah.
put that in there? Or can Miss Bell put that in there, please?
Stay ready. Come on, sis. IamCoachK.com/community. She gonna put it in there in just a moment.
Okay. So that's some good. See,
Boom.
look at that.
She already did it.
Girl, see, I need y'all in my life forever.
Listen, I be in your life, so don't even try it.
I know, right?
Let me
I know, right? And so before we end, because we do have another young lady that's going to be coming on, and we're going to be talking to her in a bit. I would like for those that are watching that are thinking about maybe their own entrepreneurial endeavors. What advice would you give to them, to the person that might be considering starting something of their own?
The one piece of advice that I would give you, Queen, is to go with God. Don't follow money, because money is only supposed to be used as a tool. Okay. Greed is the killer of us all. So go with God wherever He leads you. Be sure to actually follow that. So if He's talking to you about crafts, okay, you know that that's where you're good at, then you need to start creating things and allowing it to be put out there into the universe, and watch how people will start buying your stuff. If you don't know the next steps to do, then you need to hire a coach to help you get there. Invest in you. But the most important thing is to go with God. He'll tell you. It's just about you listening. That's it.
Yes. Yes. Go with God. Listen. You don't know how to do it, ask someone that does. Talk to Coach K. I'm just putting that plug in there. She's not telling that for you. She can help you if you need some help. I recommend her, and she's gotten me where I am today when it comes to starting this platform. And I know she can do the same with you. If you got it in your heart, just do it.
Oh, yes.
Like just do it.
Put my links in there. Y'all go and click them links. Click on the community link. You'll join my text message group. They got a lot of great stuff that'll be coming to you from there. She also shared the link for you to join up the Crown Up community. So just go right ahead. That's all.
Just go right on ahead. Well, I thank you so much for being a part of my show, Talk It Up Tuesday today. I thank you for the phenomenal woman that you are, for being an example, and for being available for others. I know your territory will be greatly expanded. It is already expanding, but as long as you continue to walk the path that God has set for you, man, I know that you'll be sitting up there with Oprah one day talking about, that was me. Trust me. I know what to do to get you there. Just follow me, So not follow you, but allow themselves to be
encouraged.
Because you're not looking for minions. You don't have a cult. You just like to give advice. So I thank you so much for being on my show. And I look forward to collaborations in the future with us, because there's something to that. And besides that, I'm going to let you go so we can bring on the next young lady. Stick around, you guys. We have Glamorous Smoke. Miss Tamika Rogers is going to be on in the next minute. But until then, Coach K, love you, girl.
I love you too. Thank you so much. I receive it. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Okay. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. So now we're going to bring up our next guest, and it's Miss Tamika Rogers for Glamorous Smoke. Hey, lady.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am blessed.
That's good. Thank you so much for joining us here on Talk It Up Tuesday. I'm grateful that we're having the opportunity finally to bring you on so we can highlight all the awesomeness that you got going on, because you got a gift, girl.
Thank you.
So before we jump into that, Tamika, could you tell everybody who is Miss Tamika Rogers?
Oh, I have so many different facets.
You are talented.
Yes. Oh, thank you. I came into my creative niche, a little bit later. But me as a person, I am also a licensed esthetician.
Hmm.
Yes. So the glamorous smoke position kind of just evolved over a time of, me thinking of all different kind of natural herbs.
Beauty
And
and stuff. Yeah.
yes, so this is just, just a little bit more, just another little piece that I wanted to add in there. So
So you're an esthetician too. Wow.
yes,
Okay. So
yes.
how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing that since 2011. So that's just a
Wow.
side business. So until with the pandemic, it kind of put a little slow down on that because I will do it from my home. So with the
Hmm.
pandemic, it caused a lot of slowdown on that when you don't want just anyone in your home to service.
That's
And
right.
and I have my new grandbaby, so that put it to a halt to where I definitely
Welcome
didn't
to the
want
hood.
anyone. Yes.
Grandmotherhood. Woo woo.
Yes, yes, it is a blessing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So, so you're an esthetician, and you also have your craft for glamorous smoke.
yes.
Tell me, how did you start glamorous smoke? Was it because of the pandemic?
It was because of the pandemic, and it was because me, I do a lot of research on different things that interest me, and if I
Mhm.
see something that interests me, then I'm going to look at how I can do it my way. I'm always
Yeah.
trying to put my spin on it. So when I saw it and I seen different things that it offered, I'm like, I can do that. My homegirl, she came over and she was like, listen, you got the creativeness. I can do the business side, whatever. And, I just, whatever comes to mind, I'm just like, let's do this. And
So
so
you're a team.
yes, it definitely a team. So during the
Wow.
pandemic, it definitely started. It was just something that we could do within the home that, you can, if this pandemic didn't teach anything, it did not bring out any creative juices within you,
Yeah.
because it definitely let you know that in the event that there is no other income, you have to look within yourself and see what type of creative juices or what type of entrepreneurship you have within yourself in order
Yeah.
to do something for you, something that makes you happy that you can do on the side to build a business. So yes,
You know,
absolutely.
and that's for certain. A lot of people found themselves trying to find ways to make, or trying to find ways to just pass time because they got bored being home.
Yes,
And so the pandemic did that. It did those for different people. It either taught them a new way to make some money, or it gave them an opportunity to use their brain and their creative skills to do something different. So that's the glamour of
yes,
2020. A lot of people were saying, I see the t-shirts and the slogans and saying, when I think about 2020, this is what I think about, and it's a roll of toilet paper. And I'm like, wrong. No. 2020 was a year of blessing, because
yes.
one of the things I complain about is not being able to be home with my family enough. Okay. And 2020 did what? It
It
made,
put you home.
okay.
Yes,
Another thing I complained about is not having the opportunity to explore other things I'm good at. I love to write. 2020 gave me an opportunity to publish my book. Okay.
yes,
And then me being able to have some time to really start planning and dreaming about what the future would look like if I wasn't doing what I'm doing today.
yes.
And I had no choice but to start thinking about things, because I wasn't sure if my job was secure. You know,
Absolutely.
yes, I'm in healthcare, but still there's many of healthcare workers that were laid off. Okay. Because I'm not a
Yes,
doctor or a nurse.
correct.
Okay. So I was like, it gave me that opportunity. So when you say if 2020 didn't teach you anything, it definitely taught
Listen,
you to look within yourself and
yes,
learn your own creativity. So that's a
it
good
did.
thing.
It did. It did. It really made you dig deep within yourself, to look in areas that's not face value, because this right here didn't
Right.
matter anymore,
Right.
because everything is virtual, whether it's via phone, via video chat, this right here didn't matter anymore. So
Didn't have
you
to get
had
up
to
in the
look
morning and beat your face.
yes, you had to go a little bit deeper within yourself and Me, I love redoing. I redo furniture. So my friend knew that that was something that was within me that I'm always
You repurpose
looking
furniture.
to.
Back up.
Yes.
Furniture? Good
I'm a
Lord,
little bit
Lois.
everywhere. I'm a little bit everywhere. I see things in a different light than other people. When they see something, they may see something on face value. I'm looking at what it can be, you know. So when I'm looking at something, I'm looking at what this can be, and that's the
Wow.
difference. So
You
when
look
I'm
at
looking,
everything as a blank canvas.
yes,
Wow. Okay, that resonated with me right there
mhm,
because only an artist can do that, right? Only a
yes,
creator can do that. And that's like, for me, that's like biblical. Only God can look at a person and all the mess and the muck that they are,
you can't,
deep into them and like, there's a
mhm,
butterfly in there. Give me a
yes,
minute to work my magic. There's
yes,
a butterfly in there, you know. So that is a beautiful thing that you said that, and it's kind of cool. I don't
I
have,
love it.
so that is a cool thing.
But you have it in your own way. Because me, come to writing something, I can do you a little bit of something, and that's it. Let me give you what I want it to be based upon, and you work your magic in that way. You know.
Okay, okay. So it's a trade. It's a trade.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So, do you have any samples of anything that you've worked on lately?
I do. I have been kind of branching out because me, yes, I do a lot of the glamour smokes. Me and my partner, we do. So what that entails with is the cosmetic or the rolling trays. We do custom ashtrays. I
Mm.
do the sage burning trays as well as different kind of hookah parts. So um, I also do glassware. So I do a lot of coffee cups, glasses. I bling out a lot of things. I'm just so I'm very detailed in my work, so that calms me. I'm currently working on a set of dominoes. They're currently drying. I got to I'm still in the
Oh,
process of working on them. So these are a set of
oh.
dominoes that are currently drying. So I usually do a couple of different steps with these.
Yes.
So I'll do my decal or whatever team is wanted on it. This one in particular is for
So wait. So wait a minute. You personalize?
yes,
Oh.
yes.
So they can get their favorite team. Can they get their logo
Team.
on
They
it?
can get their picture on it.
Their
They can
picture?
get their name on it. I yes, they can get whatever. Whatever they send me
Wow.
can be placed on dominoes, can be placed on the trays. I have a few. I just went home for the holidays, with a visit family for the holidays, and I had to take all my stuff, and it was just crazy. I'm like, listen, I need to have something to have as far as examples of some things. You guys are gonna take
We
all my
want to see.
merchandise. So this is my sage burning trays. They're larger than just a regular ashtray.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is so cool.
And so these can be personalized as well, color wise, whether you are a bling type of
Oh, I see
person,
the
whether you're
grooves in
not.
it. Okay, okay. Yeah.
So it's light, it's big, but I enjoy because I can be able to put more than my sage on it, my extra sage. I can put my crystals here. All of my meditation stuff can fit in one area, and I'm not looking for everything that's
Right.
sitting around somewhere. Can also be used. I gave one to my mom over the holidays. She's going to put it on her nightstand. And this holds either her jewelry at night, her rings, her earrings, or whatnot. It can be on your
So it can be
bathroom
a sage
counter.
tray or a trinket tray.
Yes. You can put it on your bathroom
Wow.
for your perfumes, whatever. It can be utilized for whatever your desire is, you know.
That's
So,
cool. So I did see on your page, Glamorous Smoke 2 on your Instagram page,
yes.
Glamorous 2. I did see there that you had some dishes that were like they had candy on the inside of it.
Yes. My ashtrays.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I have some ashtrays that I do candy on the inside of them. Those are, I do different ones. So this one is the Snickers.
Oh, that is so cool. Is that
It's a,
real candy?
it's real candy,
Wow.
real Snickers in it. So I do Skittles. I've done lemon heads, all of that. It's customizable, all of that into an ashtray. It's sturdy. It's not sticky. It's not going to go anywhere. It's washable.
Okay, so you are actually constructing the dish to put all that
Yes.
in there.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. I make it
Wow.
freehand with from everything that you want. So when I say it's customizable, it's 100% customizable.
So this is actually a time investment because you're one person doing all these things.
Well, my co-owner does things as well.
Okay.
Yes. So
Okay.
it's a collaboration. As far as now, these are the regular ashtray sizes. They you could do square, we do rounds, but
I like that. Let me make the screen bigger so people can see it.
okay.
Okay. Now go ahead.
And this is the an
Wow.
ashtray.
That's the ashtray. Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's
Or
deeper than the sage tray.
this, actually they're a little bit the same.
Okay.
This the sage tray is just a little bit wider.
It's just wider. Okay.
Yeah, you see
I
the
get it.
difference. So this is the regular ash, and this is the sage tray.
Okay. Okay.
So
That's so nice. Okay. Do you have any glasses? Any of the samples of your glasses or mugs or cups?
those are actually directly custom. Because they take a lot of time because I'm actually blinging them by hand.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I got
So
you create those on demand.
yes.
Okay.
So whatever the design is, I know on my Instagram page, I've done a couple of ones. I've done a Delta for a Delta sister. I've done a nurse. Anything you want. I do also. I don't want nobody to be mad about the team. I'm just
We're not trying to
just
start any fights here.
right. So the beer mugs for the men as well. Shot glasses. So what I am working on now is my Christmas holiday sets where you're getting more than one cup. So you can get a coffee mug for the ladies. You could do a coffee mug, a wine glass or a stemless wine glass, a shot glass, all in one set. So it is going to hit all facets of your day. Your coffee in the morning, your wine in the afternoon. And if you really want to, I'm saying, feel real good and you want your shot in the evening, it's going to
Wow.
meet all facets of your day.
So that's your holiday promotion?
Yes.
That's cool.
And then we
Okay,
do it for
so
the men.
you
So you
heard
can
it
do
here, guys.
the beer
Okay.
mug, a coffee mug, or and some men like the little drink glasses where they do their cognac in. They may not want it in a wine glass or a beer mug. So that's definitely customizable as
So it's
well.
not just women. You have a women and a men's.
Yes.
Go on, girl.
Yes.
I like
Yes.
I
We
like that.
also
Well,
have
I did.
sets going on with our trays. So we're doing
Okay.
the trays as well. You can get a
Yeah.
tray, an ashtray, and whatever else you decide that you want to add to it for a set, the 3-piece set. So we're doing that as well. So yes, I'm
Nice.
excited.
So I did put your Instagram link on
Yes.
in the chat. So those of you that are watching, you can go back and you can check out her Instagram link, and you'll be able to look and see the things that she's done because she has some beautiful pictures up there. Some of the work that she's done. This is only a few. This is a snippet of what's out there. So if you guys want a better idea of the things that she does, you're going to go to Instagram.com/glamorous smoke 2, the number.
Two. Yes.
Okay. And so Tamika, could you do me a favor?
Yes.
There's someone that's watching that is an entrepreneur to be. They're thinking about it, but they're not certain if they want if how to do it or if they're going to do it because of whatever reason. What advice would you give that person that's thinking about their own entrepreneurial endeavors?
to think outside themselves, because if they're thinking about it and they have not made the decision yet, then what's holding you back?
Hmm. What's holding you back?
What's holding you back? Sometimes you think outside yourself, because after we'll go back to, if this year hasn't taught you anything,
Mm-hmm.
it should have made you see that you can't depend on anything outside of what you are creating for yourself. We
Yeah,
have to make our own, you have to create your own destiny now.
that's right.
None
That's
of that, when everything is doing what it's doing, none of that is going to matter when, if it goes to another shutdown, or the government goes back to, you know, the pandemic crisis. There's so many
or
different
another
areas.
crisis may come. They come.
Yes.
We don't know what's going
What
to
are
happen.
you going to do?
Right. Right.
What are you going to do? So that right there would be my thing. When I, if I talk to you and there's something you, what is it that you want to do? Hone in on your skills. Everybody
Yeah.
has something. It may not be creative, hands on. Your creation may be mental. It may
Hmm.
be more of a visual. Whatever your niche is, hone in on that.
Yeah.
Um, Figure out what
Think
the
outside
pros
yourself.
and
I like
cons.
that.
Yes, write out the pros and cons and the benefits it's going to do for you. It takes a lot of time, and that's what I have realized. But I'm thankful that I'm able to put that time in, because I work from home,
Yeah.
so I'm not really going anywhere. So it allows me to be able um, to sit and think about a whole lot of things as far
And you
as.
know what? And that's the thing about being an entrepreneur.
Mhm.
Is that it gives you an opportunity to open your mind and maybe think about something else. You know what I'm saying? Because you
Yes,
keep having stressors and things your jobs might be bringing to you, or things in your familial situation may be kind of stressful. So if you have something else to focus on, whether it's being creative by putting things together, or writing things, or talking to other people and counseling, because that's the thing too, starting
yes,
a little group where you get people together to talk about their issues and stuff. There's you can be beneficial, and you can create a space for yourself as well,
correct.
get out of your own way. So like you said, think outside yourself. What gift in you are you
Ready to
neglecting to,
cultivate.
yeah,
Yes.
cultivate? Because what you have could be what somebody else is looking for.
And you won't know, because you're standing in your own way. You're
Yeah.
standing in the path. All this is predestined. So if
Yeah.
you are not focused and knowing exactly what it is that your destiny is, or know what it is, the path, because we've been shown, choose your path.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone. Some
Mhm.
people just don't have it, but there's a position for you in so many different things. When I say so many different things, I am so passionate. I'm getting ready to start incorporating my body butters,
Mm.
and doing that as well. So there's so many different areas that I want to take, even if I branch off from glam smoke, and do a little something else. Is definitely going to be cultivating some of my other skills, even if it's going to be furniture refinishing. I like to redo. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. I do paintings.
You're not limited.
Listen, I'm not.
That's good. That's good. And that gives me joy to hear that, because creativity is to be able to be creative, especially to be crafty.
Yes.
That's something that I admire, because my mother is crafty, my daughter's crafty, my sister is crafty.
Yes.
I'm not crafty. I can write for you.
Thank you.
That's about it.
But see, but you don't realize is we need that as well.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
business can't run with just creativity by itself.
that's true. That's true.
Not with the craftness. We need you. We need you to be
Yeah,
able to say, okay, this makes sense. No, ma'am, that doesn't make sense. We need to do this. It's
yeah.
a, and that's why I say it's a partnership.
Yes, it's
Because
a
in
partnership.
every partnership or every business, you're going to need someone that has that creative eye, as well as someone who has that business mindset that can be able to merge together and make this grow. So,
Yes,
and
yes,
that's what definitely I'm excited about. So it's so many different things, so many different areas that I'm so ready to tap into. There's no limit.
Well, that is beautiful. Well, you know what? We're going to keep in contact and we're going to keep lifting
Yes.
each other up. Whenever you have things, feel free to share it on my page. I'll open that up to all of my ladies because I like to make sure that we know that we are working together. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thank you so much for being my guest today on Talk
Thank you.
Tuesday. Keep being awesome and keep creating and keep in touch.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank
Well,
you.
thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in on Talk It Up Tuesday. I'm your host, Marissa Danielle, and this is Tamika Rogers. And we like to say, it's a peace,
Thank
love, and
you.
oh, I'm silly. Bye, girl.
Bye.